and we'll jump into Thank you. Then we'll jump into the final wrap-up session for today. Thank you very much for joining us. Here, let me go ahead and move to the next slide. Thank you very much for joining us with our 2025 USBE Utah Preschool Conference, this time done virtually. Previous versions, we've had both virtual and in person. The preschool conference provides some wonderful opportunities for collaboration and connection and networking. So some of the opportunities that we provided here, first off, you've had the opportunity over the last 2 days to learn from experts in the early care and education field here in Utah. We really hope that what you will be able to do is you take the information that you've learned from the experts and apply this information and the skills into your classrooms to provide the best quality teaching and learning in the classrooms where you are working. Conferences are also important for providing opportunities for connection. Here in our virtual session, or our virtual conference, the opportunities for connection have been somewhat limited. There's opportunities to ask questions, to have the experts answer them. But one of the things that we miss out, like with the little picture here on the right, if we were in a big conference hall, meaning the conference, we'd be able to talk with people, meet other people, learn from each other, which we're not really able to do in this virtual setting. Sometimes, as we've been participating in the conference over the last 2 days, it's really hard to imagine that there are a number of other people, other early childhood professionals, who are joining together to have this shared experience. We had, over the last 2 days, we had around 400 participants who signed up for the conference and joined for sessions. And certainly in the rooms that I've been in, physically, I've not been able to have that idea or that grasp of just how many more people there are. A final opportunity that we want to accomplish with this final session here is we have some cool prizes that Lakeshore donated. And so you're going to have an opportunity to hopefully have a chance to win these prizes. I have an activity here that we're going to have to do some last minute switching around because we found out as we were starting the session that breakout rooms aren't going to work for us. That's okay. We're flexible as early childhood educators. We've always had that opportunity, that moment where the music player didn't work or lunch was 20 minutes late or whatever it is. We're adaptable. We adjust. This is what we do. But we're going to have a chance to accomplish all of these or experience all of these opportunities in one activity that we're going to do here. I wanted to highlight with this that there is a big parallel process here. As we're all available, or all aware, learners of all ages do better when we have a chance to process and talk about the information that we learn. I'm sure you've noticed that you can tell kids a lot, or students a lot directly. You can talk yourself blue. But a lot of times, if they don't have an opportunity to think about, process, or use the information, a lot of times it doesn't stick. We've been doing a lot of passive learning over the last 2 days. Passive learning with some amazing information, but we want to also have a chance to talk about and share with each other some of the things that you've learned. Purposefully, with this parallel process, to give you the opportunity to connect with and learn from each other to deepen, extend and expand that learning that we've had the opportunity to do over the last couple of days. Ideally, this can be done in small groups and individual learning opportunities. We had the plan that we were going to be in groups of 4 to 6 people in breakout rooms to talk with each other to process this. As I mentioned, the breakout rooms aren't working. We're going to adjust on the fly here. What we're going to do, and here, let me go ahead to the next slide here. Disregard this idea of 4 to 6 people. We're going to go on a virtual scavenger hunt field trip. When you go to the lobby area of the Zoom events, you'll notice along the top there are several options. One of those is the Expo. The expo it's a virtual expo hall, just like if we were at a in-person conference. You'd have a chance that you could walk around, talk to exhibitors, talk to other people who are attending, get to know each other, get to know information, and have that chance to interact and talk. We're going to try that with this virtual setting, because if you click on the expo, and we'll have a chance, we'll still be in the session, but you can minimize this screen and go to the expo hall. What we'll have you do is we'll have you move around and find some information for a little quiz. Don't worry, it's not graded. Yes, but the quiz that you'll complete, you'll need to submit it by 3:25 at the latest. But then while you're in the expo hall looking for this information, we have some specific things that you would be discussing in your small groups, that you can go up to people in the expo hall. You can click on their little avatar, and it will pop up a little window that gives you the chance to chat. I want you to have an opportunity to chat with other people in the expo hall, to complete these questions here. So with that in mind, here's the information that we will the information for completing this survey. You can use this QR code if you want to do this by your phone. Otherwise, let me see if I can put this in the chat. Oh, and it's like, yeah. Okay, and yeah. Okay, that's the long version of this. You can type in the tinyurl.com/2025 preschool prizes. You can go to this link and basically move around the expo hall, chat with other people. Let's see. Let's see what this is. I've not been able to figure out how the expo works, to be able to use this. What I'm going to do, because there are some questions about how do we access the expo hall, I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and I'm going to try sharing this other screen to show. Okay. Okay, so when you go to the main Zoom events page, up along the top, you'll see these options. There's the lobby, sessions, schedule, exhibitors, expo. When you click on expo, this room will open and you can click anywhere, and you can see a lot of people here. So if I click on here, oh, there's Chelsea. So I can go to Chelsea. If I click, oh, she went away. She didn't want to chat with me. Okay. We'll go over to this one, to Lisa Allen. If we click on chat, it will give us the chance to say hi, and then I can ask questions. There's some specific questions that I want you to ask. One is, I want you to find the person, by chatting with other people, who has zip code that's the farthest away from you. This would work a lot better if we were in the small group, but we'll just do it. Okay, how about this? Let's change this, because that will take a lot of work. Find somebody, find out what their zip code is, and then where it says who's in the survey or the quiz, when it says who's the farthest away, just use that zip code. It doesn't matter. It'll be used to calculate the random number to see who gets to get gifts. That's okay. There's also some other questions that you would be discussing as a small group that now you can ask individually. You can ask, what was your favorite thing that you learned in the keynote session? What was your favorite thing that you learned in the first session after lunch? Please do share some of the information. In the survey, it has questions about what's a takeaway that you had from that session. It doesn't matter if it's long or short. This is really going back to that parallel process, an opportunity for you to think about your experience that you've had, and then process, share it with somebody else, and then put it into the survey. Theoretically, you could answer it all without talking to other people. But because we want to have that opportunity of making this more social, meet other people, recognize that you are part of something bigger in this experience, let's have some fun and see if this will work. We'll go ahead, like I said, we'll I will close the survey, or the survey needs to be, or the quiz needs to be submitted by 3:25. We will come back together. Don't worry about leaving this room. You can leave it up in the background, just minimize right everything. But we'll come back together at 3:30 to do the prize drawing. If you have any questions, I'm going to be hanging out there in the expo hall too. Come ask, or ask any of us from the preschool team, and we'll be glad to help you. But yes, let's have fun with it. Let's interact. And remember, 3:25 is when you need to submit your quiz, and then we'll do the drawing at 3:30. See you in the expo hall. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Yes, thank you for helping us adjust on the last minute when technology wasn't our friend here. It looks like there's still several people who did not finish submitting their survey, and so I'm going to give it a little bit more time for you to complete. Um, I think what we'll do here, I'm going to just talk through talk through the survey a little bit here. It looks like Katrina was able to change the settings so you don't have to have a Microsoft account to respond. Hopefully everybody is able to get in. The main thing here is that we get your email in case your name is drawn. Um, it does require you to put your first and last name, but you can put anything in there, just like, yeah, as long as it's, yeah, it's like, yeah, anything that would work. It sounds like the zip code thing was kind of fun because you asked several people asked other people, but it's like, okay, is that farthest away from me? It's okay. You can put any zip code you want in. You can even put your own zip code in. That's fine. Oh, and it's not going to let me. Okay. Okay. It's not going to let me if I don't put something in. Okay, then this, I'm kind of curious. Please put this response in the chat. Which of the exhibitors was the one that has an information about an app that provides ideas for parents to engage in nurturing language-rich interactions with young children? Go ahead and put your response in the chat there. Just realize. Broom, awesome. That was the correct answer. Oops. Yeah, the next one is the exhibitor offers information about education savings accounts. Which one was this one? Go ahead and put your response in the chat. Good. Yes, it was my 529. Then this one you had to actually go into the expo a virtual expo to find the answer. But which one is this one? Which one has the mission to inspire people to explore, discover, and learn about Earth's diverse ecosystems? Go ahead and put your response in the chat. Good, that's it. It is the Loveland Living Planet Aquarium. Um, so this one, I'm just going to put anything in here. Oh, that's kind of weird. Okay. Just so we can go by this, because this is your individual response. And then because I have a teenage child, the lucky number is 67. Okay, so then you go ahead and submit. Please do, if you have not had a chance, please do go ahead and submit that. Then let's go ahead. Okay. I'm going to stop my sharing because I need like 2 minutes to calculate everything. While I'm doing this, please do, if there is anything particular that you would like to take back to your programs, please go ahead and enter that in the chat. Anything that was like, this was a really cool thing that I didn't know before. I'm going to use this in my classes. Please go ahead and put that in the chat while I multitask here for a second. Or movement, absolutely. Because of the marvels of technology, I am done. So I'm going to pull this over here and share my screen, and we will continue on here. So now that you've had a chance to do that, we'll go ahead to the next slide here. We would like to thank Lakeshore Learning for donating the prizes for us to share with our conference attendees. I've got to admit, there's several that is like, oh, I wish that I were not running the conference because I would love to have a chance to win them. We're going to do 2 prize draws now from the people that are in the session that completed the survey. And then be watching, we will do some additional prize drawing from the full conference attendees. As a team, we decided that because some people were only able to attend Friday, others were only able to attend on Saturday, that we would hold some of the prizes to give to everybody that's registered. And so watch closely. You might get really, really lucky and win twice, although that, Anyway, the first prize giveaway that we're going to do is this from Lakeshore. This is Behind the Little Red Door. Can you touch a color? Emotional and social learning kit and STEAM kit. I was able to see this at one of the conferences. It has some, it's big kit with lots of different materials, lots of different information. A lot of, you can see there's manipulatives, there's rainbows for discovering, or there's prisms for discovering rainbows, all sorts of things. And drum roll, please. Just to let you know, what I did was I threw this into a statistical program, calculated a number based on your responses, sorted it by those responses, and then told it to randomly select 2 prize winners. And the first prize winner is Debbie Myers. So Debbie, since you've submitted your email address, we'll be reaching out to you to get your mailing address for where you would like us to send this prize. Second prize that we're going to be giving away today is also in this Behind the Little Red Door series. And both of these were helped develop by Coy Bowles, who is a guitarist for the Zach Brown Band, who was the keynote speaker for the Utah Early Childhood Conference last year. He's developed a lot of resources for classrooms to use to help teach emotions and emotion regulation. And the winner for this one is Ariadna Crockett. So Ariadna is the second winner. So congratulations. But if you didn't win, please do keep watching your email for the next few days, because we will be, especially once the surveys are in from the conference, the overall conference survey, we will be selecting some more winners. With that, thank you for helping make this year's USBE Utah Preschool Virtual Conference a success. As I mentioned, please do watch for the conference evaluation email that will be sent out to you soon. This conference is something that means a lot to us. We love to be able to bring this to you. We love to have people join together, even if it's virtually, to learn from experts in the field. Please, please, please share the lessons you learned in the conference sessions with others. And also, very importantly, please do share about the amazing work that you are doing, as well as your fellow early educators. I want to do one more plug for the education spotlight, educator spotlight. I did have it in my, I think I have it here that I can pop it in the chat. I'm going to put this link in the chat again. Okay, there we go. Please do. Being an early childhood educator is often a thankless job, but as was mentioned in several of the sessions that I attended over the last 2 days, it's a critical job. We all know the work that we do is laying the foundation for a lifelong learning success for the children in our classrooms, and we want other people to be aware of this. Please do, when you do amazing things, share it. When you see other people doing amazing things, share it, because this is how we'll help to raise the visibility and help other people know about the amazing work that we're doing in helping to support our youngest children as they develop the learning skills and the ability that will last them their lifetime. This is the critical work that will help to, as Dr. Nye said this morning, this foundational learning that's taking place in the preschool years with the support that we're giving to the students in our classrooms and our programs is going to have generational impacts on the success of the Utah economy and the individual children that we're working with on a regular basis. So thank you for the work that you're doing. Please do help other people know the importance of what we're doing, and continue to give your best to the students that we have in our programs. And with that, thank you again for attending. We hope to see you next year. This is the contact information from our preschool team. Please feel free to reach out to any member of the USBE preschool team to find out more opportunities for professional learning. We love to visit programs around the state when we can, and we love to offer professional learning. We love to offer this conference. We love to attend other conferences throughout the state. And remember that we are here to support you, no matter what context you are in the early learning field, whether you're a district preschool, whether you're a private preschool, Head Start, home visiting. We are here to help support you. Please feel free to reach out. And with that, one last thank you. Thank you for attending, and we will see you next year.